2 days after being stunned into paralysis by a group of Special Forces commandos who went inside Pakistan, carried out a surgical strike, destroyed terrorist training camps and killed a large number of terrorists and their supporters, Pakistan is now rushing to cover its losses. Terror masterminds who'd so far been shamelessly brandished as a weapon of proxy war have now been told to go underground.
No unrestricted, no unfettered freedom for these terror chiefs in Pakistan anymore. Islamabad, rattled by surgical strikes in POK, has been forced to take some drastic measures. Top intelligence sources have told India today that Pakistan has asked Jaish-e-Mohammed chief Maulana Masood Azhar, the man behind the Pathankot and recently the Uri attacks, to keep low. Pakistan feels any statements by Masood would be an affirmation of India's surgical strikes. Pakistan has also hurriedly buried bodies of slain terrorists to erase evidence. The bodies are being buried, or as intelligence sources say, being unceremoniously dumped to bolster Pakistan's denial of the operation ever taking place. Meanwhile, in a direct fallout of the surgical strikes, almost 300 terrorists have fled from their training camps in POK, terrified of the Indian army repeating its feat. Reporters say the number of terrorists in a terror camp in POK have whittled down to 200 from 500. Pakistan is also clearing up a number of camps in remote locations, moving terrorists into civilian areas, even into army bases. While 17 camps had been shifted immediately after Uri, 24 more have been moved up in the past 2 days. Among the camps deserted in the past few days is the Lashkar camp in Manshera, where the terrorists like Kasab were trained for 2611. Other camps fall in Muzaffarabad area. Sources say that nearly 200 terrorists from Lashkar, Jaish and Hizbul were ready in these camps to cross over into India. They may still be alive, but the surgical strikes have delayed their plans for now. Bureau Report, India Today.
So officially, Pakistan Army may be denying that there was a surgical strike across the line of control, but internally, the Pakistan Army is seething. Their senior officers have been shamed because Pakistan had this air that they were invincible, but now they stand vulnerable. So the army is desperate to strike back. Will it be along the line of control? Will it be another raid? Will it be a terror attack? Now, what's happening in India is all along the line of control, from Jammu to Kashmir to the Siachen Glacier, the army has been asked to remain on the highest state of alert, and beware, there could be a border action team. Pakistani terrorists or their commandos could try a bad action.
संतरी सब ठीक? सब ठीक है साहब। आगे कोई भी हरकत होने पर मेरे को इन्फो किया जाएगा। ठीक है साहब।
The highest possible vigil on the Indo-Pak line of control. Jawans prepared for any eventuality. Ready to take on Pakistan at a moment's notice.
Situation on the line of control is tense. Basically, the army is aware that there could be any kind of revocation from the Pakistani side. That is why to respond that this kind of alertness has been put across the line of control. The 700-kilometer long line of control is in a same kind of scenario where army jawans are ready to face any challenge of enemy on the borders.
As security is beefed up along the line of control, Army has deployed extra personnel to secure key assets such as bridges, highways and hospitals in case of any escalation.
One of the crucial aspects when it comes to the communication and the road link are the bridges that have been made on many streams and rivers, and guarding these bridges is extremely crucial.
The level of army preparedness is unprecedented in recent times. Even the Indian Air Force is at 100% preparedness levels. Jets ready to strike in a matter of 5 minutes. And the whole situation is being closely monitored in New Delhi, with every move of the Pakistani army under minute scrutiny. As a riled up Pakistan establishment mulls its next move, India is fully prepared for any response from the not-so-sharifs across the border. With Shujaul Haq and Ashraf Wani, Bureau Report, India Today.
So 2 weeks ago, Pakistani terrorists sneaked across the line of control. They killed 19 of our Jawans in sleep. This was just another deadly attack by infiltrators who took advantage of gaps along the line of control. Now, India Today's Shujaul Haq gets you a ground report from the line of control. What is it that the army has done to ensure that this doesn't happen again? Because apart from that surgical strike, India is saying they will inflict deep pain across the line of control should there be another terror attack. But what else have they done to increase security? Let's take a look.
There are thousands of troops who are stationed on various spots at the line of control. But even after their presence, there are attempts of infiltration that are made, and many of them even successful ones. Why does it happen is something that one needs to really understand. We take you through all these routes that are frequently used by these infiltrators. One of the routes is crossing the rivers. There are many places along the line of control where rivers flow. It's important thereby to understand how these infiltrations actually happen along this line of control. One of the ways that has been recorded at several occasions is how militants cross the rivers which are at various points the dividing lines and then come across on this side. During the nights, the militants or those who infiltrate hide themselves behind these stones or structures like these, and when at night the appropriate time comes, they either simply cross over at the time when there is less flow of water, or if the flow of water is greater or more, then they have also used small boats in several occasions. What we are trying to show you is actually the recorded methods which have been observed to have been used by infiltrators, and one of the methods is through these jungles. What these infiltrators have been seen doing is waiting for hours behind bushes and trees like these before they can find that opportune moment, most likely during the nights, when they can find some gaps in those patrols that are mounted regularly around these mountains on the line of control, and then can cross over. Yes, it is a long stretch, more than 720 kilometers of this line of control. Difficult to constantly monitor, and that's perhaps why there are loopholes which the infiltrators take advantage of. There lies the question. Thousands of troops are stationed all across the line of control. While there is the point that humanly it is not possible to man every inch, but the real challenge lies exactly there. Whether there is need of a better mechanism of surveillance which includes both technical and physical to be employed in these areas of line of control, which see the infiltrations throughout the year, and ensure that these intrusions are brought to bare minimal.
So there is threat of a border action team, a bad action at the LC by Pakistani commandos or terrorists, or the hybrid group of Pakistani army and terrorists. They could try behead our soldiers, kill soldiers. That's one threat. But there's a threat of a terror attack across the country. It could take place in one of the bigger cities. One of the fears is that there could be a multi-city simultaneous terror attack. Pakistan is smarting. Pakistan wants revenge. But the security forces are also on alert. What is extremely important that you and I, people on ground, need to be alert and alert the security forces about anything suspicious.
India is bracing itself against terror strikes from Pakistan. The highest vigil is being maintained at border security areas, fearing a retaliation from Pakistan. Rajasthan, Punjab, Jammu and Kashmir, Maharashtra and Gujarat have been alerted. Heavy security has also been deployed on the Rajasthan-Bikaner border. Many areas of the capital are also being guarded. Heavy patrolling is being carried out in areas of Connaught Place, India Gate and in and around the Parliament Street. The security forces are doing everything possible to prevent India from a future attack. Surveillance is also being carried out in buses in Himachal Pradesh as security forces remain vigilant.
हमने 26 स्थानों को सिलेक्ट किया जो इंटरेस्टेड बाउंड्रीज पर और पब्लिक प्लेसेस हैं जहां पर कि अच्छे रेजोल्यूशन के सीसीटीवी कैमरे लगाने का प्रावधान किया गया।
Maximum city Mumbai is also being kept under strict vigilance after there were reports of 2 men being spotted with arms in the city.
After the surgical strike, Mumbai is put on high alert. We are right now present at the Mumbai's Gateway of India, where you can see security is deployed in great numbers. Along with the Mumbai police, local crime branch and ATS also is put on high alert. Sources in the department believe in retaliation to the surgical strike, there are high chances that Pakistan could strike civilian area, and Mumbai is always on high alert. Along with Gateway of India, other vital installations like Siddhivinayak Temple and Mantralay are also put on high alert. With camera person Sachin Sawant, Saurav Vaktania for India Today.
The world is standing with India, but China is backing a state sponsor of terror, and it's a setback to India's efforts to get a designated terrorist, Maulana Masood Azhar, banned by the United Nations Security Council. China has once again extended its technical hold on the listing of Jaish-e-Mohammed chief as a terrorist. In a statement, the Chinese Foreign Ministry said it will further extend the technical hold placed on listing of Jaish-e-Mohammed chief Masood Azhar, which was to lapse on Monday. The Foreign Ministry said the hold had been extended to allow more time for the United Nations Security Council 1267 committee to deliberate on the matter. Earlier too, China had blocked India's efforts to get Masood Azhar, who's wanted in connection not just with the attack on the Indian Parliament in 2001, but also the Uri and the Pathankot terror attacks, classified as a designated global terrorist.